she's asleep.
All right, we're live in the smoke screen, ladies and gentlemen. We are back. It's been a long time coming. We've been having some conflicting issues to deal with our schedules, and I think we're back at it.
Good brothers, trying to make a good living, get good opportunities, but we are back live and in living color on the Smokescreen Live, Mage.
Yes,
I
sir.
miss you, brother. I'm glad we can finally reconnect. I just got back from producing the Bruins on WEEI, win game 1 against the Carolina Hurricanes 5-2. So optimism for hockey in Boston is very high.
All
Basketball,
right.
on the other hand, we're a little mad about basketball. True story. Last night I went out to the bar and did some karaoke, if you will, Daddy.
Mhm.
And as the Celtics were down 20 points in a pitiful fashion in the fourth quarter against the Greek Freak and the Bucks, I sang New York, New York in honor of Kyrie most likely going to the Knicks or even the Nets.
Oh man, that's wonderful.
Before we get into the good stuff, the good truth, brother. A theory I got, perhaps a sign and trade. Celtics trade Kyrie Irving and acquired D'Angelo Russell from the Brooklyn Nets, who had a very good season. His first All-Star appearance, he was drafted by the Lakers. The Lakers gave up on him early and traded him because they drafted Lonzo Ball. Stupid move. D'Angelo Russell is now a rising star in the league.
Lonzo fucking Ball, man.
Younger than Irving, he has more upside than Irving. Yeah. Irving has knee issues, and Irving is Scottie Pippen.
See, you hit a nerve with me when you said Lonzo Ball, because he had the nerve to say that nobody listens to Nas no more. Like, what the fuck? Like what kind of shit?
Well, I mean, like, he's probably not wrong from like the people he's around.
Oh yeah, the new generation people, yeah.
So I'm sure his people he don't hear it. It's because he's not surrounding himself with the good brothers.
Exactly.
Lonzo.
Yep.
Daddy said he could beat Jordan 1-on-1, but he ain't exposing you to good music.
I know that don't make no sense at all.
People off with those $300 shoes.
Oh shit! I hope he sees this, man. I hope everyone that we say anything about sees our shit, man. Because
it's trending.
Please.
Throw it in the description. It helps it.
Yeah, it does.
And then throw a hashtag in the description. It helps it trend.
Hell yeah. Well, anyway, Joe. Today, the past week, I've been going through some stuff, a lot of stuff actually. I can make it public. My girlfriend has suffered diabetes. What is it? Ketoacidosis, and it's what it is if her blood sugar goes too high, her body starts to react in a painful, dehydrating way. She was vomiting for like a day and a half straight. Like she was just up every hour. She was up and running and couldn't make it. Yeah, so she's having a rough time. She's in the hospital right now. So I'm praying for her and everything.
Tried like the keto diet. A lot of people are on that keto diet.
Yeah, she's like kind of newcomer to the diabetes thing. So she's like it's kind of like an experiment, you know what I mean, right now going, but getting her insulin right and stuff. So it's another hurdle for her to jump over. She has to be more on top of it.
I would research the keto diet. It may help y'all's situation.
I sure will.
People are doing it. It's a very pretty much eliminating sugar. You got to be real strict with it. But I know people in real life who have had dramatic results.
Okay.
Weight loss, healthier living.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, that's cool. Yeah, she went to the emergency room today, and her blood sugar was 902. So they really think, they're surprised that she was walking, that she was able to walk.
Well,
yeah.
That hopefully they can get some fluids in her and get her nice and calmed down. You know what I mean? Get her all balanced out, back to normal. Give me a second. I gotta answer a text.
Go ahead.
Give me 1 second.
Yep.
The thing set up. I can hear you. So set up what you gotta set up.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm good, man. Yeah, so I want to talk a little bit about spiritual ascension, and we're going to be transitioning into the fourth density of light and love, and I want everyone to know that it doesn't matter really how much money you got or how deep underground you try to run or try to go. What's happening right now is happening. It's happening now, as a matter of fact. So it's not a threat to our life.
Absolutely is happening now.
It's not. Go ahead.
It is kind of like, they always say it was darkest before dawn. It's darkest before dawn. I feel like that's kind of a lot that's going on right now. Is like a purge of the darkness so the ascension can happen.
Yeah, that's yeah, it is. It's it's the calm before the storm. You know what I mean? And in fact, it's the other way around, actually. So we're going through a transition spiritually. Our DNA is changing. As people, we need to be more positive. We need to be more of service to others. It's very 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 important that we become service to others and try to help each other out more rather than being at each other's throats.
It's all about good energy, and like I can really testify in my own life. Like I used to let negative energy affect me and be really reactive, be reactive in relationships, be reactive to situations, really manifest into anxiety, into depression, into reacting stupidly, into stupid decisions. And like when you focus more on what you can and can't control, and putting out positive energy into the universe, to me, like I can only speak for myself. It's made me such a calmer human being. I mean, like you knew how I was in my 20s, dude. I was very hyperactive, very like DMX level, kind of like hyped.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. Shit, 10 years ago when I first came down here, when I left home, you couldn't tell me about no UFO in the sky. I wouldn't even care. I didn't think about it nothing.
A little bit more open-minded about this kind of stuff than you were at that point. I didn't go full until about 5-6 years ago.
Yeah.
And now you're way more in certain things I could probably school you, but you're in the deep rabbit hole in certain regards.
Oh yeah. I've been on a research binge. I mean, it's become an obsession for me. It's been just I've been just diving in it.
I mean, that's the thing is like these rabbit holes. You keep going deeper and deeper, and
yeah, they tunnel out,
it
man.
can be an overabundance of information and overwhelm. Sometimes you got to trust your instincts to filter out some of it.
Yeah, it's overwhelming. It's overwhelming. It's just it's one piece of thing, one piece after the other. One piece of everyone's always putting something up. Everyone's always putting an idea, an emotion, and it's they're adding to it, and that's what we want. We need everyone. We are all one. I'm reading a series, Joe, called The Law of One, and it's based on the Egyptian sun god called Ra, the god of the sun, and insider, big shout out to insider Corey Good. I believe he's a man on a mission, and I believe he's a really honest guy, and I hope to get to talk to him soon. So big shout out to Corey Good. He has basically correlated with what a lot of the stuff in the Law of One said about us transitioning into this fourth density, and we have to approach it really cautiously. We have to be ready for it. Corey says the blue avians, which are a sixth density extraterrestrial race, the ancient builder race, the one infinite creators.
Now, quick callback. I believe that was our first or second episode, which we originally touched on those.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was. Yes, I appreciate that, Joe.
I got you, baby. I remember our concept.
Oh yeah. So they are the responsible for the Law of One. They are the one infinite creators, the ancient builder race. So they are the spears that have been coming around the moon, the sun. I don't know if you heard, Joe, about the sun telescopes being shut down by the FBI that day for that week because they had an investigation about something went wrong or whatever with the telescope. Well, there's been amateur astronomers, Joe, for the past 7-8 years. They've been capturing these planet-sized objects, parking themselves around the moon, and then turning invisible.
Planet-sized objects, jeez.
Yeah. So what this is, Joe, is since we're receiving this extra energy moving into a part of the solar system from our sun is changing. These spheres are here to acclimate our ability to take the change, like that, so that it wouldn't be so. So the change is not so so we can survive. So we can survive the flash.
We can transition into the next phase.
Yeah, making sure it smooths out to the end. You know what I mean? So when it finally comes to
just like anything, just like Marvel, they're going into their next phase. They had to smooth out their last phase, though. It's all about you know.
There's an infinite number of phases. There's a sub density for each density. There's a sub density for each sub density.
And when you think about it, it's simple evolution. Societal evolution, planetary evolution, solar evolution. Yeah. Why not? Yeah, if we came from the Big Bang and this universe started with a cosmic event, why can those cosmic events keep not happening and keep expanding and keep changing?
Yeah, I mean we constantly, it's a cyclic event. It happens according to ancient Mayan and Aztec tablets, they this is a cycle that happens once every 25,000 years. And
it's called the Kali Yuga. Am I wrong?
Yeah, Kali Yuga. Yeah, you're right, Joe. That's what it's called. That's exactly what it's called.
I want to shout out real quick, and I want to shout this person out to you. Pockets of the Future. He's got a YouTube channel.
Mm-hmm.
He's a truther, and he's like really good. He's really funny too. He tries to be really entertaining, and he really helped debunk the Michael Jackson stuff for me. And like he's very like he speaks of the Kali Yuga and how his meditation, his spiritual meditation helps him prepare for that and helps him
that's great,
kind of foresee it happening and whatnot.
That's perfect. That's the kind of level I'm on. That's what I want.
If you follow Romano, Pockets of the Future, I would recommend to subscribe and checking his content out. I think it would really be interesting source for you.
All
one of my favorite sources.
Okay, that sounds good. I'm gonna definitely do that soon. So we're moving into the fourth density of light and love, and it's basically the sun changing, everything changing around us. Like as I said, we're all one. We're like one big breath of air. Cosmically, spiritually, mind, body, we're all one, no matter what. It's all energy, and the more positive the vibration we put out, the better the outcome of the transition into our fourth density of light and love. And
simply put, you get what you put out.
Yeah, exactly.
If you put out negative energy, it's gonna come back.
Exactly. So there is karma. Karma is there. There's always going to be karma, and that's what comes along with it, And you have to just be smooth about it. We have to learn the value of our origins and understand that we come from the one infinite creator. We are messengers of one conscience field after another throughout the cosmos. And I think, yeah, we are all one, Joe. We're moving in. We're getting there.
And this is where there you are. You were just a talking head for a second.
I had to check my slide.
This idea of like even certain drugs like ayahuasca and LSD and peyote kind of being a gateway to this collective consciousness, and a lot of people seem to have similar vibes. And I believe on Rogan's podcast last week, it was a gentleman, Graham something. Forgive me, I can't remember his last name.
Probably Graham. Yeah, I know. Go ahead, Joe.
He was recently on Rogan just last week.
Mm-hmm.
I should have looked up his name and wrote it down just to quote it accurately. But he was talking about how there's these civilizations that like the European settlers reported on, but the white people brought smallpox to South America and killed off all these like tribal civilizations that had these cities and these complex like architecture, and ended up all being covered hundreds of years later by the jungle and Amazon. So people thought they was lying. The original, settlers explorers was lying. But come to find out now, due to this technology called LiDAR, which is essentially laser radar.
Yeah. Ground penetrating radar. Yeah.
Yeah, they can they can see this now, like through the Amazon and everything that's grown, and they've also found traces of the elements of DMT, which would have been used for ayahuasca, even that dates back thousands of years ago. So also proof that the Mayan culture and some of these cultures were possibly using drugs like that to connect to this energy field.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean,
a lot of people feel like Stonehenge was built for that same reason too.
Yeah, I mean, it's
as a gateway.
Yeah, as a gateway. Yeah, as a gateway. There's spots everywhere that are that are considered as what they say vortexes or portals to to here and there. Depends on what kind of vibratory state your consciousness is on to be able to accept. That's who you be contacted with. So these people, they reach out to certain people. They've been doing it for thousands of years, millions of years. There's countless religious heads that are contacted, on a daily basis by these beings, and man, I wish I was one of them. Real. But yeah. So we're moving into the fourth density, everybody, and just don't be scared. It's not something to worry about. We're not gonna die. We're not gonna need to pack food for pack water up, pack food, and ration our stuff.
It's been happening. It really has, and like I do feel like people as a whole are they're moving away from like the political rhetoric on social media, and like even little things like you didn't see Endgame spoilers on social media for 2 weeks. Like I feel like empathy is growing. I know it's a stupid example, but like I feel like empathy is growing, and I can sense it on an empathic level when I do. To do a little disclosure of my on this show, I identify as an empath, you know, and I can feel that energy shifting. I felt it when Trump got elected.
Yeah,
I feel like that was really a tipping point.
Yeah, it was actually like a veil was pulled off my eyes. You know what I'm saying? Like it was just like it was crazy, man. It was like I felt it too. It was just like I snapped my fingers and I woke up and I was just like, damn. You know what I mean? There was no word for it. It was kind of like it was just a feeling. It was a feeling. It was just like something is going on.
Like, empaths are people who they can sense energy, sense feelings, sense almost take on other people's emotions. They can sense it so strong, and you know, like it's definitely coming, man. And you have to open your eyes to it. And you have to accept it because the more you fight it, the more it's just gonna, you know,
be harder. It's gonna be harder. It's gonna be harder for you to acclimate to it if you don't open up to it the right way. You have to, you know, you have to accept it. You have to know that it's coming. You have to be one with. You have to acclimate to the change because it's going to happen.
And you really said it. You really hit it off at the beginning, where you know it comes down to how you carry yourself and what you put out there, and acts of kindness, and less selfish behavior, less road rage, less technology dependency. Let's all strive to be better people. Let's all strive to improve. Let's all strive to kick our weaknesses, our addictions, our fucking everything that holds us back. So our anxiety, everything.
Yep. And so when this solar flash happens and it creates an EMP over our planet and knocks out our electronics for I think I heard from an insider it was going to be about 2 years. I think that we're going to have no power. So we're going to be forced to acclimate with without technology. So it's going to be.
I agree.
Yeah, it's gonna be rough. It's gonna be rough. There's gonna be technology that's revealed, but as far as like overall electronics within the field, it's gonna be inoperable. We're just gonna see a bunch of things that we never saw before.
Be access to the elite and the elite only.
Yeah, that's what it's gonna be. Yeah, that they'll just
Hunger Games vibe.
Yeah, they'll just start disclosing. They'll just start disclosing things, but in a compartmentalized way. They'll let some people know some things. Some people know some things. Some people know some things. These things are planned. They've been planned for decades. What's going to happen as far as disclosing information to the public. And I wanted to touch up on something else, Joe. Now that I said that about disclosing stuff to the public, the Navy has started a program where they're going to start. They want their pilots, fighter pilots, jet pilots, as well as commercial pilots to start reporting their UFO sightings. And to me, that is huge. That is like colossal news for the community because, like,
I mean, if it has to be legally documented, that is a game changer.
It's a game changer.
It's a game changer in legitimizing the field. Everybody who works, in some form or fashion of this field, whether it's the podcasters like yourself or the former scientists, everybody who's putting in good work.
Yep, the former military people that are coming forward every day, and they're they're putting their life on the line and speaking the truth and letting everybody know, what's really going on under their noses, and it's not right. And as soon as we transition into this full density, there's not going to be nothing that can stop the reveal of the crimes against us that have been going against us and that continue to go against us to this day. And I'll be there in the front to smile.
Like a lot of people, like they know, but they choose to be blind. They choose to just keep on trucking with their miserable existence in this realm, ignorant to a possible new realm that could be, for the greater good.
Yeah, they don't because they don't want to see it. They just they don't want to see that. They just think go to work, come home, go to sleep, and that's what they're supposed to do.
Happy. Maybe they're making good money. They're selfish. They're like well, I'm doing good, so why do things have to change for everybody? You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
And that's where the powerful elite come in of like what's good for the greater good is more like what's good for the
the controllers. Whatever's good in their interest is gonna work out for them. So they are in the end, no matter what, they're gonna need us in the end because they can't do without the masses. They can't do. So they're gonna need us no matter what. And when it comes to them needing us, we're not going to need them anymore. And then You know, they're gonna have their hand out, and then we get to, you know.
Well, to me, that really is the idea of it. Like moving away from government as a whole. They want one world government, as you're well aware of. They want unilateral control, one uniformed control. Where if we were to get more, break it down to people governing themselves, and like people got to get back to basic shit. Like people don't know how to farm anymore. People don't know how to hunt anymore. The people that are the farmers and the hunters, y'all better get on the communication vibe with them, and have your network ready so you can learn when the time is right.
They're gonna be the ones teaching the survival classes.
I got a few people. Trust me, I got them lined up.
Okay, I do. Joe, I'm from the South, so I know a few farms around, so I know. I know where to go. This is the perfect place to find somebody that knows how to grow some shit.
Perks of the dirty South.
Yeah, man. I'll take that. I got into the bad parts of the dirty South, starting out in the beginning, but I have turned things around, as you know, and
Hey, when there's darkness, there's light, my friend. You just gotta find it.
Yeah, and I found it, and I'm on my way because there's nothing but positivity.
Flicker, but sometimes you gotta keep fighting to grasp it.
Yep, gotta keep fighting. You just gotta search for it. As soon as that you're on that right positive vibe, because it doesn't matter what kind of mood you're in. It doesn't matter what you're doing, how happy you are, how mad you are, whatever. As soon as your vibratory state is in the right state of mind to catch it, it's gonna get caught. It's gonna get caught. You know what I mean? So like my insider Corey Good says, he said, it doesn't matter if you believe him or if you believe his source or if you believe anything, as long as you're being told the information, the seed is planted, and and the job is done. That's it. It doesn't matter if you believe it or not, if you're a skeptic or not, if you don't give a fuck, if you don't never believe in aliens or believe in anything that I'm saying or believe in anything that's coming, that's cool. It's gonna happen anyway. That's my point.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So absolutely, without question. I mean, just the idea of people are simple-minded enough to think we're alone in the universe. Like, never mind the levels that we examine and break it down here on this show. But to me, that's crazy. That it's one thing to not believe in Bigfoot or other things. Okay, I get you. But to be closed-minded that there's not intelligent life in the universe and that there's not a spiritual element to what's going on and spirit, to me, deny those two facts is shutting yourself out from potential, what you're talking about.
Yeah, you're cheating yourself, and inevitably you're cheating yourself from your true origin, because no matter what, we're all extraterrestrials. We all evolved from the same consciousness. No matter what, different. It's just the different vessels for different different parts of the universe. That's all it is. We're just vessels, so we travel on to the next realm no matter what. So it just is, you got to keep the peace. You got to just stay positive. That's my motto I'm on now, Joe, is just stay positive and keep it moving.
It's a beautiful motto, man. I really try to adhere to that also, and even when situations come up, I've taken, you were always kind of like the peacemaker, even when we were young, rebellious kids. People would get in the fights. You were kind of known to be the peacemaker within the crew.
Oh yeah, and,
yeah. I've learned to adapt a bit of that in my personality, also. Instead of making situations worse, whether it's bar fights or just stupid shit that happen. You know what I mean? Outclass them, outlast them. Don't stoop to their vibrational level.
Exactly.
And keep your vibrational level high, and you will be more, in line for that ascension.
Yeah, and I was pretty good at that, man. I was pretty good at avoiding.
You really were gifted at that. I gotta give you a lot of credit here. My man, Mr. Major League, he really was the peacemaker when it came down to childish bullshit that would go on back in the day.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, if two of my friends are fighting. I mean, as soon as I talked to one of them and talked to the other one, there was no more fighting. It was like I was a mediator. You know what I'm saying? I was like the person that and I didn't see it back then though. I didn't really think about it that way. You know what I'm saying? I was just being a friend.
Like behavior patterns of your youth and how it could kind of form you 20 years down the road.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's like it's like wow, like there was a reason why I was that way. There was a reason why I was trying to help others, and I always felt helpful. I always liked to help. You know what I mean? It felt good to do something.
Peace too, and keeping the vibrations positive, and you were always at your best when you kept your vibrations positive. And
Yeah, definitely. You too, man. You too. You was always you was the unofficial life of the party. You know what I'm saying? Like you were just, you know what I mean? You were kind of like the guy on the sideline, but you were like
Well, I don't know,
you were
dude,
the
like,
shiny.
for people would be surprised that you guys know I was a big introvert until about my late teens, early 20s, and really grew into myself. I, you know, didn't lose my virginity until after high school. I was real shy and reserved, and
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
now I'm
Yeah,
just
that's why I said you was on the
different.
sideline a little. You was on the sideline a little bit, but you were still an all-star. You know what I'm saying? Like
Oh yeah.
yeah, like in your
I
own
was, on
way.
the, I was on the All-Star team. I was maybe more Scalabrini then. Maybe I'm more Luka Doncic now, but it's all good.
But I tell you one thing, though, Joe, shit, you smarter than anybody. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
Well, one thing I did when I was a young introvert is I watched and learned. And, like, I would learn, from some of our friends. I want to name by names, put them on blast, but, like, some of our friends that would make mistakes. I would sit on the sidelines and learn from them. Like, all right, well, that's the type of girl I don't want. Just even little things like that. Like, that's the kind of energy I don't want to be around. Like I was always able to be perceptive, before I kind of formed my own fiery fucking Sagittarius personality that came out in my 20s.
It just took you a little longer to you know what I'm saying, to pull it out.
Now you can't shut me up between the radio and the comedy and the wrestling over at the stadium. You just can't shut my ass up.
I mean, why would you want to? You know what I'm saying? Shit.
Karaoke, dude. I've probably done like 15 karaoke songs in the past couple of days.
That's what's up, man.
Karaoke been?
That's good, man.
Yeah, that's another wormhole. Once you get in the karaoke wormhole,
that's good for your soul, man. That's good for your soul, man. Singing is good for your soul. That's why I can't. That's why my music is in my soul. Music is in my soul, man. I can't.
You'd be surprised how your boy can hold it down.
Yeah,
I could go from Johnny Cash and Frank Sinatra to Korn and Metallica to Backstreet Boy. I can hit a good range.
I believe it.
The one thing I don't do is much hip hop, besides like rockish hip hop, like Beastie Boys and shit.
Yeah. See, with me is like I can be a podcaster. I can be a broadcaster. I can talk. You know what I'm saying? I can bullshit. I can play video games. I can be a father. I can work. I can cook. You know what I'm saying? But I can also switch around real quick. You know what I'm saying? And write an album. You know what I'm saying? In less than a week or 2 weeks, without trying. You know what I'm saying? If I wanted to, it's like it's crazy. Like it's crazy, Joe. You know. I haven't officially retired from music, but I just ain't
know. No, sometimes you gotta compartmentalize and focus on certain projects, and like that's kind of like me with the stand-up comedy. I'm very goal driven to like when I'm settled with certain energies in my life in terms of like just things I can control, like bills and stupid shit. Like, I mean, like that's something I really want to give my all on, where I did to wrestling for damn near a decade, where I've done the radio and now I work for paid radio and did a lot of free radio.
But that's what got you where free radio gets you to paid radio. That's the only way you can do it.
Man, there's a path. It'll lead. You just got to keep grinding.
Yeah, that path, man. Yeah, everyone has a different path. Everyone, it's just you choose the right one. Just be careful with the obstacles on the way, because they're gonna be there. You just gotta know how to jump over them.
Adversity builds character, and if you approach it like that, it will.
Oh yeah, you just gotta just stay positive. That's the main thing. I'm gonna be screaming that shit on the book and on the gram all week. Stay positive.
Right.
Stay positive, because you have to. There's no stopping the inevitable. The ascension is coming, everybody. We're ready for it. We've been ready for it. It's time for the truth to be revealed. It's time for us to get what we've been paying for. After the dust settles from the solar event, we'll get the technology we paid for, the disclosure that we paid for. Then when what I talked about in another one of my broadcasts with Miss Yolanda Renee King becoming the president, which I predicted in 2028, which is I predict she will become the president. And I'm saying it live on my show because that's what I believe in my heart, and that's what I feel is gonna happen. So we're gonna see crazy shit.
Just like watch her, like she just has that energy of like, yeah, you're a born leader.
Yeah, it's natural. It's natural. It's not even. It's like she walks out on the stage and just, you know what I'm saying, millions of people just start.
Has that charisma, has that everything you need.
That's it. It's over. I mean the name alone. You know what I mean? The name alone.
You got the legacy, but like it's one thing to have the legacy. It's another thing to act on your bloodline and ascend the bloodline, ascend the society.
It's a lot of courage. It takes
has been known for ascending.
Yeah, it takes it takes another high spirit to take over for another one. You know what I'm saying? Like it takes someone really,
when you look at people like Jesus or Moses, like, you can go down the list of like the saints and all the names of all the religions, and I'm not gonna do that on this show.
Yeah.
But like, spiritual figures, and I think Christ gets built up too much as this godlike figure and not enough as the spiritual human being.
And the healer as well. So and we're gonna be doing a future.
Pocket to the Future talks about is how a lot of Christ's history is erased from when he went to India and did a lot of like spiritual, finding of himself. And Pocket to the Future actually lived in India for a while, so he was able to research a lot of different elements of it. He has a series on that, really good stuff.
Oh, what I was gonna say, is the people that have been shout out to the UFOI team, by the way. They're stationed out of Washington. They're really important to the community. They're doing a lot of hard work. Chant Hanna and Michael W. Wall, you guys are good people. Keep on doing your good work, because I hope we connect soon, by the way. They're really starting to pop off, and but they're out in Washington. And it's crazy, Joe. What makes me upset about the situation and what the community that I'm in is that we're in, is that like all the conferences and shows that I would love to go to, you know what I'm saying? They're mostly on the West Coast and on the
San Francisco,
you know what I'm saying, in the Colorado area. They're like in the Colorado to California range. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, man, can y'all please do a Can y'all please, David Wilcock, can you please do a cosmic disclosure in Atlanta, Georgia? Please, you have to do this.
The people have spoken.
Yes, you really have to do this. You really have to do this. Like, you have to, because I have to see you live and I gotta meet your ass. You know what I'm saying?
Well, one thing I can say, Mage, is like, have a community of people and find venues that would host someone like that and create the demand. A lot of times that's how comedians get booked now. Is like their fans, like, they get a following online, and their fans like demand it.
That's right. You heard it. That's the man. You heard that. That's a mind. That's the mind of a superior being. Joe Passarelli. Always remember that. So I had to give you your props, Joe, man. I had to give you where it deserves.
It's back at you, brother. We're from one major league human being to another.
I appreciate that, man, very much, man. I wonder how long we've been how long we've been running, Joe. It don't matter.
I feel like solid half hour at least, maybe longer. Been a good flow though. I feel like it's one of our better flows so far.
Oh, that's what's up. I appreciate it. So we're gonna switch a little over. We're gonna switch. Not, everything always correlates together, but we're gonna do a little switch today.
Those bullet points, man.
Yeah. What I want to talk about in a couple of things actually. Joe, what do you think about? What do you think if I were to tell you that there's an FBI document that was just released saying that Hitler, that the FBI knew that Adolf Hitler escaped Berlin just before the Soviets entered the city by submarine to Argentina?
Yeah, no, I was gonna say Argentina. I didn't want to cut you off though. Like, a lot of people believe Hitler did escape to Argentina, and a lot of people believe he actually just recently passed away, like within the last couple of years.
Yeah. Did you hear about the guy coming forward claiming to be Adolf Hitler, which is before he died? It was he was from.
I did hear about that.
He was from South. He was from South America. Not from South America.
But I don't think that was him though. But he had a resemblance.
He had a kind of resemblance.
I saw the video. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah. So I think he. Do you think he could have if David Wilcock and Corey Good's right, do you think that he could have escaped the planet?
Oh yeah, I mean, like, the elites, like, anything's possible. Like Adolf Hitler could have been underground in a base for years. He could have been in Antarctica for years. He could be in Argentina. outer space. He could have had body doubles. He could have had clones. You know, like we know the German scientists that pretty much we seized up after World War II.
Because do you remember when basically World War II was just headed up from the same people, but they were just playing both, like there was like one person playing both sides of the war.
Of course.
So so I think so. Couldn't it be like a big huge experiment with like clones and doubles and like one big simulation that we live in kind of thing?
That might be one big psyop. You know, even if it's as simple as he had a body double, that's the one they killed, and he escaped to, you know, I mean, it's not that outlandish that the people that think Tupac's in Cuba. Yeah, I mean, it's not outlandish to think that, and it's not outlandish to think Adolf Hitler lived his life untouched. You know what I mean, and under, you know what I mean, in the shadows. Yeah, I mean, inconspicuous.
Yeah, I mean, because I mean, look what happened,
Argentina,
like
which is what I've. From my research of it, it keeps pointing back to Argentina.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, there was some testimony back a few years back. I heard that I guess it was I'm not sure who it was. I'm not sure if it was like a military man or explorer, expeditioner, scientist. He went to the Andes Mountains, which is in South America, right in the Argentina-Brazilian border. You know what I mean? Right there. And he said that he came into multiple villages that were German. They were like they were all German people.
Yeah, no, I mean that's what I'm saying. It wasn't just Hitler that went. It was like it was a civilization of people.
Yeah,
enough to and I've heard that too of potential German.
Like U-boat, like boats of they had like boats.
Whole pockets of German cities and civilizations within Argentina. Because again, they're not gonna like. Of course, he probably had his family. He had probably all his like handlers and controllers. He probably had like maybe just a couple hundred people, and maybe that was enough to start a civilization out there.
So he escaped with a couple hundred people, a bunch of gold, right?
I'm not saying I have any factual. That's me looking at the pattern and.
This is from
explanation. I don't believe he just went by himself on a submarine or underground or wherever, on a UFO, wherever, fucking to Argentina. Yeah, I mean, I do believe it was a society of people.
Okay, yeah, well, because I heard because you didn't. It's just you didn't read that. I read that in a document. You know what I'm saying about there being
that synced up energy we were touching on.
That's what I'm saying. That's why it's cool that you said that because it's correlation. You're corroborating. 11
synced up energy, man. I'm a big proponent in that.
I appreciate that.
Proponent in that.
So you touched upon that. So he arrived with gold, people, weapons. You know what I'm saying, and enough
people. Damn.
Enough to start a civilization, Joe.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, all it would take to about a couple hundred, and you factor in breeding and civilizational growing, like a couple hundred could turn into a couple tens of thousands within a couple of decades.
I agree, Joe. So they continue.
The planet's population alone now has spiked from the 90s.
Yeah,
the past 20 years, almost 2 billion, I think, right?
Yeah. Yeah, and you know, there was rumors about like him being in New York City and stuff like that, like him being like in this country too.
I believe it. Sure, why not? Maybe going to things that you know, I mean, New York, so many international things happen with the Twin Towers and all this kind of business. So yeah, I mean, who knows?
Yeah,
but like, I certainly am open to him and to Adolf Hitler and Tupac hiding in the shadows and popping up like a Where's Waldo Easter egg in Marvel, like, hey, it's Howard the
Duck. Yeah, man, I can see it. I can just see it. I mean, I think about it. It's like there's so much evidence. It's unbelievable. Like oh man, people are coming forward. Shout out to the whistleblowers. Mad respect to them because they're heroes. They need to be hailed. They need to be pushed on our shoulders and given purple hearts.
Like you said, planting those seeds of knowledge.
Yeah, and planting the seeds. That's all I'm trying to do. That's why I don't care if anybody believes me or not, or just I don't care. I'm not trying to make nobody believe anything.
I'm just planting seeds. Hey, even Thanos is a gardener, man. And
yeah, I'm spreading it.
Genesis.
Yeah, I'm just spreading the information, man. I want everyone to just to feel the positivity. That's it. That's all I want to do. My job is done. If I can spread positivity, my job is done. So that's what it's all about. It's all about getting it out. People know it. They absorb it. They think about it. My job's done. I just want to think about it,
man. Like it's funny. Even and giving you wrestling news notes before you jump back into news after Roman Reigns. Well, the current WWE champion is actually Kofi Kingston.
Yeah, isn't that funny?
One of the first black heavyweight champion and WWE champions in history. The Rock was half black, half Samoan. Booker T and Mark Henry won the world title.
But think of how long it took.
I believe Kofi is the first all-black WWE champion. Had his WrestleMania moment. And the New Day's gimmick, their gimmick is the power of positivity. And he was given an opportunity when a young wrestler got hurt, and it turned into the fans pushing him into getting him a WrestleMania moment.
See the things that happen. You see what's happening. It's all part of the transition, yo.
And that's under Vince McMahon's umbrella, who's the most miserable motherfucker in the world. Has a Tyrannosaurus Rex head in his office. I shit you not.
I bet you he does. He is a Tyrannosaurus motherfucker. He's a Tyrannosaurus Rex motherfucker. I got my
He's fostering an environment where writers are quitting left and right, and they're making these big move to Fox, and this company AEW is running their first show on May 25th. A company that is funded by the owner of the Jacksonville Jaguars, the Khan family, and it's Cody Rhodes and the Young Bucks who are executing this. Jim Ross is part of it. Chris Jericho.
Oh shit! Huh?
And
wow.
They're gonna have their first big pay-per-view, big show, Double or Nothing.
What?
May 25th, and WWE shitting bricks. They're locking their contracts down to where like adding time to people's contracts so they can't leave, and just some dastardly things they're doing to certain talents.
Being gangster, huh?
Writers are sick of it. Head writers are stepping down. Writers are quitting left and right, and they're changing the programming left and right. They're in full panic mode. It's very reminiscent of like how WCW was in the 2000s.
Yeah, I just was going to say.
There's good stuff too. There's Kofi. There's Becky Lynch. There's good stuff. But they literally have like so much talent because they sign people just to sign them and then don't know what to do with them.
So they don't got no in between. They don't got no in between. They got owners and stars, but they don't got nobody in between right now. That's pretty rough. If you
look at their undevelopmental, which Triple H runs, NXT, it's a lot more driven on building stars, and people feel a lot more special down there. And then they get called up to the main roster, and probably 10% of those people have turned into big stars, and 90% floundering on their main roster potential. And it's all down to creative booking. It's not their fault.
Yeah. No, it ain't their fault. Hell no. All they did was sign a contract to be in the play, man. You know?
Yeah, exactly. It's like an all-star cast, but it's horrendous. You know, and it's not the writing itself; it's terrible. The director that keeps changing shit the last minute.
Like out of all the years they went by, Joe, they really could not keep some writers. Like, what the fuck kind of shit is that?
Dude, it's worse than ever. They literally lost like 4 or 5 writers. So there was this writer that wrote Bret Hart's Hall of Fame speech. They put the Hart Foundation, him and Ann Billen, and he wrote to Bret thanked Vince, and Vince has a thing that he don't like to be thanked in the Hall of Fame speech. So the writer was about to get fired, but he literally went up to Vince McMahon and said, "I hope you learn something one day, or from this rather," and he quit. And it was actually right after a fan jumped the stage and attacked Bret Hart on stage.
I remember that. I think I remember that. I've seen that.
And that was recent. It went really viral. The guy was actually posting like negative shit on his Twitter. It's amazing he was even let in the building. And the way the setup was, it was like a ring. It wasn't like your normal Hall of Fame setup. It was like a stage. It was like a ring that was very accessible. This motherfucker ran in there and tackled Bret the Hitman Hart. Natalia's there. You know, Jen the Anvil Neidhart's daughter. She was there representing Anvil. And, like, he literally, like, tackled Bret Hart. And props to all the wrestlers. Like, literally the security fucked up. And, like, they was lazy about it. But, like, literally half the wrestlers, including Shane McMahon, including Ronda Rousey's husband, Travis Brown, former UFC star.
They beat his ass?
Dash from the Revival and many other people getting some shots in.
Oh, they whooped his ass, Joe?
Oh, they whooped his ass. It was hilarious. To the point where WWE was blocking out the videos on YouTube because they were scared the guy could use the videos to sue them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was his whole mission.
Right afterwards, too. It was crazy to watch the algorithm unfold. You can literally see like some of the videos be accessible. Well, this was on the Saturday night of the Hall of Fame. Some of the videos were accessible, and their social media department was so quick in shutting them down, dude. It was insane.
Christ, these people are nuts, man. You know what's cool, Joe? Is I can sit a foot back from my microphone and it picks up so great.
Yeah, dude, I do that too. Like my voice is so loud that the same, and like when I'm on the air on WEEI, I have to pod it down a little bit. Remember, even when we used to record, you had to pod me down, you had to pod Robbie all the way up. Like, you really engineer that.
Okay, Robbie. Robbie, what up, Robbie? Shout out to Robbie, man.
And, I feel like day to day he's trying to ascend himself, and
I hope he does, man. He needs it.
Life right now.
Yeah, he really needs to ascend, man. Rob, man, love you, man. You might be one of my best friends, man. You know what I'm saying? Fucking, I don't regret a day I spent with you.
I like to think he's mentally focused right now more than he's been in a very long time. I've seen him quite a few times recently.
Okay, you need to call me. Robbie, call me.
Him being home and me seeing him, me walking down the street and seeing him, and he's doing great. Ray's doing great. And future show that we're going to do by our good friend, the big Grizz himself, Ray Brown. He's going to be joining us. He's an addiction survivor, and we really want to touch on the opioid crisis and the suppression of like marijuana as a possible solution to that, and big pharma, and just like I know you and Ray both have some first-hand experience.
Yes, sir.
And I think it would be a tremendous show. So that's going to be a future show coming up whenever we can sync that up.
Yes, sir. That sounds like a good plan. That'll definitely be a future show. So be on the lookout for that. We're going to be announcing that as soon as we get this shit together.
And make sure to check out all our old videos too. And like I said, like we were talking about the blue aliens. We really broke them down in either our first or second episode. Go check that out. Go check out the time travel episode. Go check out all the good stuff we've done. I feel like the last 2 or 3 we really hit our stride too with chemistry and with Mr. Major League hosting this bad boy.
I appreciate that, man.
Being Joe Rogan and Jamie at the same time, being the host and the producer.
I'm trying, man. It's rough. It's tough, man.
LED guys showing up rambling.
Oh yeah, it's tough, man. I'm trying, man. As long as I got you, man,
I'm
right here.
Proud of you, brother. You're getting this brand out, and you're spreading some good words, and I really enjoy doing these videos, and really am seeing the subscribers start to grow, and I know we just starting this ascension right here. So
yeah, we starting it out. Yeah, we all starting it out. You know what I'm saying? We ain't got no fancy graphics. We ain't got no fancy intro, nothing like that. No music, no fancy sparkle, razzle dazzle.
We're raw and living color. We're teaching ourselves on the fly. I went to college for radio, and I literally had to teach myself how to edit once I got hired at EEI. Like sometimes. We was more talkers than tech people, but you got to teach yourself in this day and age.
Yeah, you got to.
We're those dinosaurs trying to adapt and ascend, baby.
Yeah, we're gonna get there because we already on that vibratory state. We're already on the highest we can be. So,
without question, man.
We're headed there. We're headed there. So, Joe, I appreciate you. We appreciate everybody for listening. We're going to be out on more listens for the next episodes. Just hit the subscribe button, hit the little bell so whenever we get a video, put a video up, you'll get it right away because, YouTube's trying to censor the community a little bit more with putting videos out and stuff and making it harder to find certain people. So if you hit that
creative with your titles, you got to get creative with everything.
Yeah, so you hit that bell and you'll definitely 100% get every video that we put out.
When you hit the bell, you get the notification right away sent to you. You don't have to wonder when the video is out. You can watch the live stream, comment below, and like I said, check out all old videos. If you're in the Rhode Island area, Thursday, May 23rd, check out Miles Grimes as well as our boy Emmett Woes. They're going to be performing live at the Met in Pawtucket, Rhode Island. That Thursday night is going to be a wonderful night. So shout out to my boys doing that. I know Emmett Wills also had an interview earlier today. Check out his social media for that interview that he did that I got to be checking out afterwards. But that's that. And every Saturday morning, 7 to 9 a.m., you can even watch it down, listen to it down there, Mage, on the radio.com app. You can find your way through it. And 7 to 9 a.m., Cordishi and Coit. You can also go to WEEI.com and go to the Providence 103.7 page and the audio, and you can see all the old episodes and stuff. Listen to all the old episodes, all the old interviews, including Matt Light and other great interviews.
That sounds good.
That sounds good. Content there, and like and subscribe. And I'm also going to make an announcement. I'm going to be returning the Joe Passarelli show, which has been on a very long hiatus. Major, I want to really credit you for inspiring me to do this. I was really all in with my YouTube channel a couple years ago with doing wrestling reviews and doing sports reviews and live reaction videos, and like got some good stuff out there. I can say my videos have been used on the Joe Rogan show as well as other platforms. Just like some videos I captured that are easy to find that I put out there. So I'm going to be returning with some analysis, some truth, sports analysis, music analysis, what the Joe Passarelli show does, life advice and thoughts and analyzation, and just, maybe it's just me going for a walk, but it's going to be interesting stuff. Passarelli show, we're making the return, and, my subscribers have not dipped. I've really not put out much content in about 2.5, 3 years, and my subscribers have not dipped, and they continue to watch certain videos that pop up in the algorithm. So I'm going to be making a comeback on that Joe Passarelli show. Wrestling reviews, content, thoughts on what's going on, sports, music.
Well, that's great. That's great news. That's great news. I can't wait.
And you're a big inspiration to that, brother. You helped get me back into YouTube.
Well, I appreciate that. I
was out of the quantum realm for a while. I'm like, get me, and he sucked me back in.
Well, I appreciate that, man. Shit. I couldn't have thought of nobody better to do this with, man. I couldn't think about no one better to, help me with this.
Truly God's plan, brother. I truly believe that.
Yeah, it was definitely meant to be, man. I appreciate that shit, man. Fucking from the bottom of my heart, man. So we're gonna keep on moving with this, and it's gonna be it. We'll see you next time. Just keep it tuned. Stay tuned. We're coming at you next time, live and raw like always. My name is Major League Joe Passarelli, WEEI, Rhode Island. We out.